Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Washington State, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He was able to squirt 3 and pick up just a few on that one. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You've got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the offense. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think first and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on first down.
He's looking for a man on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third and goal from way back there. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He leaves it with his back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Washington State going quickly.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet. But this offense is still in identity mode.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4 points.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. A largely tough. And built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Ogden. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Washington State, 3.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down, have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the RPO, complete.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards.
Yeah, and on the other side, scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Got it behind the line. It's John. And that defense...
Was complete.
Over that one. No room to run after the catch. Third down play from the gun. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up 14 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Trying to get the edge on the toss. At the 35, he's got room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Every offense. To run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He throws one to the left. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
28, Washington State, 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here.
The expressway is wide open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll put the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Kingsbury. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. blitz the linebacker, but, man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive game.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Washington State, 9.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Powers through the defender. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Running it back, it's Ramsey. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll toss it across the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Looking for a man. It's Potts. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Washington! And the pummeling has started.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 18 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move, he fires. Got his man. That's a count. Really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Still looking on the move. Open space at the 25. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. The short hand, it's McCray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
The offense is struggling. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're looking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the ground with the counter. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
16.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week. Because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
2nd down.
Second down coming up. With jet sweep pass. Looking for room at the 40. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt it. Throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out.
Washington.
Work.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Potts. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you've got to have a spot. You've got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't screw.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. One, he knows where the first down is.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's McCray. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll be brought. Explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Trying to get to him. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
29 Philly.
Defense in press coverage. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And there were no creases or... through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Wide out in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Might be looking to run. Got a man. It's Sheriff. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Good enough for a first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in. It's Sheriff. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Potts. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know it'll be great right here to end the game.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington, 63. Washington State, 23. Return runs out of bounds.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face. And
wide open, he makes the catch. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw it. He'll take another shot here. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a